Okay, so today I'm going to be doing another foundation routine, but this foundation routine is going to be a acne covering foundation. Now this is my best friend, Emily, and she's being a good sport, and we're going to be doing an acne covering foundation routine. And now her skin isn't like so bad, so there are definitely people who have worse skin. Her skin's actually really good right now. Yeah, so this should be good. Off this routine, I'm going to be using a primer, and this is just a minimal wear. This is the Physicians Formula primer, and it's just really good for brightening skin. So I just like to dab this onto the skin, just like that. I don't really like this brush at all, so I'll just blend it into the brush a little bit, and then I'll just take a regular foundation brush and just blend it all the way in. Okay, so I like to do this step after the primer, and I spray my e.l.f. Mist and Set. My camera never focuses. The e.l.f. Mist and Set onto the face. It just adds a little bit of like a glowy effect. And I think it really did you just flinch? I think it really keeps the makeup on longer. So after that, I just let that set in a little bit, just set into the face. And now I like to concealer. So I'm going to be using my Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. And this stuff is great for covering up really anything. I mean, it can cover up tattoos, So I just put some on my hand. It's in the shade Light also. So I just put some, a little bit on my hand. You don't need a lot. And I'm using my foundation brush again. It's not clean, sorry. And just take the concealer and put it on any problem areas you have. After that, she might look a little funny because I did put the concealer on, but this concealer is really great for covering up everything that she might have. Now after that, I'm going to actually be using my Sonia Kashuk blending sponge. I really feel like this little guy gives a great amount of coverage. And I'm going to be using my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation. I'm actually mixing it with another foundation, but it doesn't really matter. It's just my Vita Tinted Moisturizer, because this foundation is a little bit darker, and so it matches her skin tone perfectly when I do that. So I'm just going to put a little bit onto my hand. And just mix it together. And also, that Tinted Moisturizer is a little glowy, so it really makes for a nice glowy look, so you don't look dull. So I just take this, dab it, my sponge in, just get at the bottom of my sponge, and then I just start bouncing it onto the skin. Blend it all in with this Sonia Kashuk blending sponge. I like to go back in with my e.l.f. Mist and Set to set that foundation so you know it stays in. Okay, and after we set that foundation, I'm actually going to use a brush and just push that makeup into the skin. e.l.f. powder brush, just to push this makeup into the skin to set it. And then to set all the makeup in, I'm going to be using my Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus, because she's a little bit tanner. And I'm going to be using just my, this is a Studio Basics powder brush. It's really nice. It sheds a little, but I like it. And this just makes sure it sets in all of that foundation. I can just pat it onto the skin, And that is it. It's very easy. As you can see, her skin looks flawless now. And I think that it just is a great acne covering foundation. And we don't use too many products, and they're all really drugstore. But this concealer, this Glamouflage concealer is great for covering up any kind of acne, scars, or anything. And it does not feel too heavy. I mean, how does that feel on your skin?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Pretty awesome? Okay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.